Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into Halsey exposing Jimin's dating in a video. I think you guys will find this very interesting. I definitely saw some people mad and I have something I want to say about this. We also have some staff that are scared of Jungkook and what he does. And I definitely want to get into that and talk about that. I think you'll find both of these teas very interesting today. So grab your dumplings, tea spilling mug merch and let's get into it. If you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be first to do so. Now let's jump into it. The first thing I want to jump into is of course this backstage video. I think it's very interesting and recently started resurfacing on my timeline. The tweetster is really great at resurfacing older videos, especially when people have new opinions on them. I don't know why everyone over there is so angry though. Like life is not that serious. But if you aren't aware, Halsey and BTS are great friends. They obviously have worked together before on the song Boy With Love. And one of the first award shows BTS was at, I believe this was the Billboard Music Awards. Halsey was actually someone that came up to BTS and confessed her love to all of them. I remember this and I was like, oh Halsey, now I love you even more. Of course at the time I was just getting into BTS. I love the fact that Halsey was open to other cultures and other cultures' music. I think that's really great. In many interviews, of course, after working with BTS, when asked about BTS, she always talks very highly of them, but not only that, she tries really hard to understand each of them and their personality, and also understand why a lot of ARMYs are the way they are, given that BTS has been snubbed many times before. This is why ARMYs love her so much. I've been following her since she did parody covers on YouTube, so I've seen her really blow up. She posted this video of her and RM doing their secret handshake, and it's the cutest video I've ever seen. I believe this was on the tweetster, and it even got 13 million views, which is so funny how many people wanted to see two beautiful people do a handshake. But while it was a handshake that likely millions of people tuned in to watch, other ARMYs like to go frame by frame and analyze every little thing that is happening and break it down. Right in the back there, you can see a bunch of other members chilling. So you have Suga, Taeyang, whatever. They're all talking to each other and having fun. No one noticed anything strange. Until recently, someone pointed out what Jimin was doing. He was in the back there too, but he was quote unquote flirting with this girl. The girl playfully gestures a punch and Jimin gestures one back. They seemingly were both smiling. People were wondering who the girl was and claiming that Jimin was flirting. Some people were even mad that Jimin seemed like he was flirting, saying this: "That looks like me flirting with the guy I liked in sophomore year. I'm sick." I get if you're curious, but why does this make you feel sick? Like, why is the possibility of Jimin talking to another woman something that makes you feel sick? I also feel like a lot of people feel angry when they see this because they think that they have to. Korean media tells you you should feel gross about it. Because if you're a foreign fan or someone from an English-speaking country, you'll see idols in America or whatever don't get hate for dating because it's normal. In fact, actors and singers will even pretend to date to further their career. It's seen as very normal. But the moment you go and stan K-pop idols, you're sick that they're flirting or even the possibility of dating. This is the Korean media trying to trick you. Mind you, I don't think Jimin was flirting or anything like that. He was just having a conversation. It doesn't seem to be a famous idol. She looked like she's grown, like a bit older. So I don't think it would be an idol, which leads me to believe that this was the stylist. And also leads me to believe why the clip wasn't requested to be taken down or why it wasn't blurred. I suppose it does add to the suspicion, since when he noticed Halsey and RM recording their video, Jimin immediately moved him and her out of the way. And it's funny because their conversation immediately stops. But again, I believe this was a staff. I honestly don't think it was someone that wouldn't normally be there. And of course, Jimin wouldn't be dating their staff because some of them are married. And also during this Boy With Love era, BTS was so busy, they had just started making their way into American pop industry and their company was probably trying really hard to get them American press. It was a lot. So Jimin ain't got time for all that dating stuff. He can't even have a normal conversation with someone without being accused of a full-blown relationship. But I bet you if people saw me backstage having a conversation, there would be no rumors of dating. Life isn't fair. I think having a speculation and all that is fine. I think it's fun to be like, ooh, I wonder who's dating who. It's like high school kids speculating about the popular kids and who they're dating. It's actually exactly like that. I see it as harmless, but when it's people who are angry about it or upset, then that's a problem. Because one day they will come out and say that they're married, and what are you gonna do then? It's very toxic. If you do think like this, try to go get some help. It's not a normal way of thinking. It also shouldn't be scary. I see that all the time where people are like, the moment they see something like this, they're scared. No, let's help normalize it. It's just supposed to be fun and cute things. However, while this isn't scary, at least not to me, the staff is often very scared of Jungkook. First off, I've spoken about this before, but the female staff that works alongside BTS has spoken about BTS being so handsome and kind that it's difficult for them to work with BTS, and Jungkook specifically. I can only imagine the cute stories that they have with BTS and how amazing it is to work with such kind people. I can't imagine the job is difficult when you have such amazing people that you work with. I don't think BTS is the type, if when the makeup artist needs something to help make their job easier, i.e. let's say stop talking so they can put makeup on or whatever it is, I think BTS will comply. Which of course makes BTS easy to work with, but may be difficult due to how much you love them and how much you end up falling in love with them. I fall in love with anyone that's kind, pretty much. If you're kind, I love you. But today I want to talk about the staff that are scared of Jungkook. Jungkook is someone who loves extreme sports. You might not necessarily guess it from looking at him because he is so cute and soft, but then he does have tattoos, which are less cute and soft. They're rough and hot, but you just don't expect him to be a type of adrenaline junkie. But he often does things that are crazy. BTS on their reality show Run BTS, actually this was one of their really early episodes, like episode 9, they ended up going bungee jumping, which is just a big no for me. I don't think I'm brave enough to do that. But apparently not only is Jungkook brave enough, he loves to do things like this. And boy, was that a huge drop for them. I think I would pee myself. I wouldn't have to use the bathroom anymore once I got off. Now this is scary for numerous reasons. I'm sure that the staff takes cautionary precautions when BTS or Jungkook does activities like this, but it's still very worrisome. Our boys get injured dancing. Imagine up in the sky. It's too much. Jungkook is someone who not only does these things, but is not even kind of scared. When bungee jumping, he didn't even need a push or any words of encouragement. He was like, yeah, I'm about to jump. But of course they should be allowed to do normal fun things, but the staff have to make sure he is extra safe. Jungkook also has his legendary solo performance of Euphoria. This is where he will glide through the sky in the middle of the dance routine and just kind of crowd surf sort of. Now I'm not sure Jungkook had a say in this, but maybe he said he really wanted to do this. So of course this is so scary for the staff as they have to make sure that he is buckled tight and that he is good to go. And what's even more nerve-wracking is you're doing this on a count. So by a certain part of the song, Jungkook needs to be in the air. So you need to make sure you buckle him tightly, correctly, and quickly. But not only does that add pressure, you're doing it in front of 20,000 people. So you can only imagine the nerves. I think I'd probably throw up. Like the fact that if anything went wrong, it would be in front of so many people. And also if anything went wrong, it's Jungkook's live. So oh my god. I know I talk about wanting to work with Big Hit all the time, but if it's this job, I think I will go ahead and pass on it. I prefer a less stressful job, like maybe being a BTS full-time hugger. Just any chance they have to sit down or relax, I'll go ahead and hug them. I'll even be their assistant for their dogs. My future is bright with Big Hit, I just know it. But like actual honesty, if they ever asked me to work for them as like a social media person or whatever, I would probably do it. It would be an absolute honor. But they may never actually ask me, so it's a bit of a bummer. But maybe it's the fact that I call them daddy too much. I'd be like, hi boss daddy. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon if you want to go over there and check stuff out. I have a lot of videos over there that I can't really post on here. This is due to copyright or getting taken down, so I do keep it over there on my Patreon. You can get videos over there like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also recommend things you'd like to see over there. Link is in the top description down below. I also have a video over there kind of talking about Asian in media and my experience on that. Please make sure you go over there and check it out. It means a lot to me and it's free to watch. It's on the front page. It also talks a little bit about how you contribute back to this channel and all that, so make sure you check it out. With that said, there's 2 videos that will appear up on screen at the end of this video, so click on one of those and I'll see you over there. Bye.